Ground. Good day.
Good day, go ahead.
At parking. Information. Papa, read to copy.
You are cleared to Kilo Sierra Alpha November via Echo Juliet Alpha 7 Alpha 4000 feet. Contact when ready to start.
Cleared to Kilo Sierra Alpha November via Echo Juliet Alpha 7 Alpha 4000 feet. When ready to start.
Redback is correct.
Cabin crew. Prepare doors for departure and cross-check.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please stow your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. And also make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. If you are seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the special instructions card located by your seat. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in the event of an emergency, please ask a flight attendant to reseat you. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire aircraft, including the lavatories. Tampering with, disabling or destroying the lavatory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight attendants. Thank you.
Ground. Request startup.
Startup approved. Report when ready to taxi.
Startup approved. Call you back when ready to taxi. Ground. Request pushback.
Pushback approved at own discretion.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Count the number of rows to this exit. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit and slide. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you.
Ground. Request taxi.
Taxi to holding point runway. 14 left.
Roger. Taxi to holding point runway. 14 left. Ground. Holding point runway. 14 left.
Contact tower on 118 decimal 350.
Roger. Contact tower on 118 decimal 350. Tower. Good day. Holding point runway 14 left. Ready for departure.
Wind 000 degrees 0 knots. Clear for takeoff runway 14 left. Report leaving 3,000 feet.
Clear for takeoff runway 14 left. Call you back passing 3,000 feet. Cabin crew. Prepare for takeoff.
We are now ready for takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened and all baggage is secured underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please switch to airplane mode all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Enjoy your flight.
Class. Tower. leaving 3,000 feet.
Airborne at 19er, contact, radar, on 120.650.
Contact, radar, on 120.650. Radar, 11,200 feet. Inbound, Sierra, Oscar, Alpha.
Radar contact. Waypoint. Sierra, Oscar, Alpha, heading 257.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated. Flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as a snack. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Control. Flight level. Tree, Niner, 6. Inbound. Bravo, Oscar, Lima, Alpha, Victor.
Radar contact. Waypoint. Bravo, Oscar, Lima, Alpha, Victor, heading. Tree, 1, 2.
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as lunch. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Control. Flight level. Tree, Niner, 6. Inbound. Lima, India, Tango, Romeo, Alpha.
Radar contact. Waypoint. Lima, India, Tango, Romeo, Alpha, heading 308.
Control. Flight level. Tree, Niner, 4. Inbound. Tango, Uniform, Lima, Uniform, Sierra.
Radar contact. Waypoint. Tango, Uniform, Lima, Uniform, Sierra, heading 298.
Control. Flight level. Tree, Niner, 7. Inbound. Alpha, Lima, Golf, Uniform, November.
Radar contact. Waypoint. Alpha, Lima, Golf, Uniform, November, heading 302.
Control. Flight level. Tree 84. Inbound. Foxtrot, India 0.
Radar contact. Waypoint. Foxtrot, India 0, heading 288.
In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the cabin to offer you hot or cold drinks, as well as dinner. Alcoholic drinks are also available. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Class.
5606, wind 271 degrees.
Gear down. Tower. Good day. Full established runway. 09er.
Good day. Wind 268 degrees. 3 knots. Clear to land runway 09er.
2,500.
Clear to land runway. 09er. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been cleared to land at our destination. Please make sure one last time your seatbelt is securely fastened. The flight attendants are currently passing around the cabin to make a final compliance check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses. Thank you.
Full established runway 09er. Papa X. Clear to land runway 09er.
Full established runway 09.
1,000.
Victor November 6 912 wind 270 degrees 1 knots.
Traffic. Traffic. Hundred above. 300. Minimum. 200.
Ground. Runway 09er. Vacated. Request taxi to gate.
Roger. Continue taxi to gate.
Wilco.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles clear until we are parked at the gate. Please use caution when opening the overhead compartments and removing items, since articles may have shifted during flight.
Ground. Approaching gate, switching off.
Roger. Close that. 16.
Have a nice day.